Hey guys, Hello here. It's been a bit since I last voice recorded anything. I would say it's been like 2, maybe 3 months since I last voice recorded anything. I'm sure you guys probably missed my obnoxious voice and probably wondering why the hell is he voice recording something? What's wrong with him? Is he gonna go into another full blown rant about stuff that we don't care about? Where the hell's our abyss video? But don't worry, I'm not going to get on here to rant about something. That is something I do want to talk about in this video. But I just wanted to, announce a few things and talk about a couple other things as well. And hopefully this will be a short, quick video, so I'm not taking up too much time. So I'm probably gonna go about this in like maybe 5 categories or 5 topics, I should say. Again, to kind of make this as quick and painless as possible, so that way we can, get my silly stuff off the mic. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that happened a couple of days ago, or rather 3 days ago, I should say. My PC and my laptop apparently no longer working. um, See, I had both a PC and a laptop, and I was mostly using my laptop more than I was using my PC. And it's not like I was editing anything using my laptop, but I was mostly getting, music files or even some of the Genshin stickers from the net, save it, throw it onto the USB to then put it on my PS5, to then put it on the PS5, to then add it to the Share Factory thing. So I was doing that for a time. But some reason my laptop stopped working. I mean, I say some reason, but it was kind of inevitable because there was some stuff going on with my laptop that I felt like it was eventually going to break down. It was just a matter of time, really. So I lost a laptop. It turns on, but for some reason keep doing this thing where it tell you, oh, you gotta repair, and then take me to another screen just to rinse and repeat and do the same thing. So I thought, okay, well then I had my PC to fall back on, so let me go to use my PC. Only to find out that my PC apparently got messed up, and it got messed up in the sense that the RAM memory is no longer working or have an error to it. Because when I turn it on, it does this thing where it do like 2 beeps, and I did not know what the 2 beeps mean until I decided, okay, well, let me go look this up and see what this is about. And apparently it says that, well, when you hit 2 beeps, it only means a memory error. So, whoopee. So I no longer have a laptop or a PC. Now, this is not too much of a pressing issue. I just gotta wait a month to replace my PC to get another one. I was thinking about trying to get a new laptop, but I decided against it for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that a laptop these days is more expensive than a PC. I mean, surprisingly enough. Originally talking about the tower, and the keyboard is a lot cheaper, at least a bit more cheaper than getting a home-blown laptop. And secondly, considering that mine right when it comes to laptops is the fact that unless you have it plugged in at all times, it will often die out. Like, not die out. I mean, the battery would die pretty quickly if you don't have it plugged up at all times. And I rather not have to be constantly wondering about the damn battery or constantly have it plugged up if I need something else to be plugged up and everything else. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna get a laptop. I'm probably just gonna get a PC for the most part. With that being said, if you notice that, say my not thumbnails, the stickers I will plan on it, not anything specifically different, like say a new Bennett sticker or even the new characters whose name I can't pronounce for some stupid reason or anything like that. That is mostly because I can't get I can't save the picture and put it onto my USB drive. So, as well as the music. So if the music and everything else seem kind of still the same and not a little bit updated and everything, that's the reason why. I know nobody really in the comments talk too much about all the music being repetitive or anything like that, because I do try to change it from time to time. But I just want to know that that's specifically the reason why. Because normally around this time I would be saying, what, let me add some more music onto my USB drive to put onto my video so it's not often being repetitive. But again, since I don't have a laptop nor a PC to put any kind of files onto my USB drive, then yeah, then not much I can do on that matter. So as I said, I just gotta wait next month, next month for me to get that resolved. So there's that little piece of nugget. I know that's not super duper important in the grand scheme of things, because it's not preventing me from making any videos and not preventing me just doing the thumbnails and putting music on it and everything else. It's just that if you guys notice that, oh well, he not using different stickers on on the thumbnails, or if the music still seeming like it's the same even after how many months I have used it, then that's the reason why. So again, just wanted to point that out there so that way it wouldn't seem too much of confusion, or it just seemed like, oh, this dude's lazy, he's just recycling shit. So yeah, there's that little bit there. Now the second thing is, am I going to be doing more stinging onslaught videos going forward? I have done a couple of videos of it, the last patch and whatnot, and I did do a first clear this time around. Am I gonna be doing it on a regular, or like saying like as it still stands right now, like say like the 5.8 version? I mean, will I be doing more videos of it? Yes and no. Yes, I will try to see if I can put different things on it to use to showcase and put it out there. But for the most part, I'm not going to super duper focus on it too much, because, I can wholeheartedly admit I don't have that much great skill when playing that mode. I damn near struggle playing it on a regular basis. Again, I like the mode. I don't particularly hate having real issues with it, but even I know that, my lack of skill when it comes to it in terms of like what certain characters do and the damage output and everything else, like it's at best. And sometimes when I see other YouTubers and I see what kind of teams they use and try to implement those teams, it kind of doesn't really work out too well. Again, either because of timing, either because of the build, either because of the damage the damage output and everything. So like it's not like I won't do it, but it won't be a super priority in opposed to the Abyss videos. So just want to throw that out there in case people will probably wondering, hey, if you're gonna be doing more Onslaught videos, like maybe, but as far as being like something I'm gonna be putting like 4 or 5 videos up I highly doubt it. I'm sorry in advance. If you might see maybe a video or two from me, it would be falling between. But as far as me doing it like thoroughly and whatnot, I highly doubt I'm doing that. That's just me, and not to say I dislike it or that I don't want to do it, but it's just more of a skill issue on my part on whether I can actually do it, especially on fearless mode. So just want to throw that out there as well. The third thing, the whole music repertoire thing that I've been doing. I also wanted to, say, well, thanks for y'all that have, watched it and even liked on it, on a couple of videos of it. I mean, I will still be doing more of them, going forward. As far as me doing it, like in the sense of like trying to get perfect on every single notes and everything, if it happens, it happens. I will say that, because I'm sure some people will probably think, well, man, like, can you perfect like every single thing on hard or go on pro and, and legendary? With some songs, especially when you're sort of like say Farina's thing, with some songs I can do pro if it's not too wild in the sense of, hey, you got press left, right, up, and then press triangle, 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 then circle, then square, and all that stuff. Like my fingers can't move that quick. I don't have a keyboard, and I don't, and I rather not think that I'm that professionally good with a damn controller. So as long as I get it right and not miss any notes, then we're good. But as far as me trying to get all perfect and whatnot in certain songs, I mean, it'll happen if it happens. I rather not sit there for like 3 hours trying to perfect one song that I probably am good at, and then the next thing I know, like as I get to the end of the song, I get good, and I have to retry the whole thing while I'm sitting there, complicating, thinking about my life choices and trying to, complicate things by looking at the ceiling and wondering what have I done in life to deserve me effing up the last note of the song. I can tell you that I have done that quite a bit of time playing that damn music mode. I really like it. I just get really aggravated whenever I miss, like, not miss a note, but hit good at the last minute of the damn song when I would have so many prefaces leading up to it. Like, it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. So the fourth thing, I do want to make a count showcase, probably near the end of 5.8, somewhere near the end of the Natlan story. Because as we all know, after 5.8, we will be moving on to Non-Cry and saying goodbye to Natlan. And for the most part, I've been wrapping up some stuff in Natlan in terms of stories, world quests. I just recently got done with Little Buddy's quest. I didn't know there was more to it after the initial world quest that involved him. I didn't know there was still more to it until like I had to go look it up online just to be extra sure about it. But yeah, I just finished that up, and I was just saying, not like it was shit or anything like that, but like I was emotional. Like once again, like I'm left in shambles when it comes to some of their world quests. Like I really am. But I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm sure you guys either will do it yourselves or have done it, or do know what happens, and whether you went through doing the stories all together or not, it's up to y'all. But like just for me, it was emotional. So yeah. But like I said, I kind of want to do a showcase of my account. To show you guys the characters I gotten over the past 4 going on 5 years now, the weapons, stuff like that, my achievements, name cards, all that stuff. I don't know when in the timeline I would do it. I want to be able to do it before 5.8 ends and before we get to Non-Cry. But for the meantime, I do want to try to make sure I wrap up a lot of stuff in Natlan before I, close that particular book, close entirely to then we get to Non-Cry. It's weird that I'm trying to do that with Natlan. I done that with Fontaine to a degree. Yeah, this some, cause I do have some places in Fontaine that I did 100%. I think most of it is 100%, honestly. But the only time I didn't do that was with Sumeru. And that's because like as much as I like Sumeru is kind of a pain in the neck to try to 100% it, especially coming to the desert. Like to this day, the desert is still really like the only place I have not 100% on in for various reasons. Of course I'll show y'all, because I'm probably going to show y'all what my percentage is in terms of certain areas I've done over the years. But as far as like my least most visit places that I try to get 100% on, it's definitely the desert 100%. So yeah, be sure to look out for that in the near future. Again, it would definitely be before non-cry and be before 5.8 n. So again, keep a lookout for that because I'm sure some people probably might want to see might see something involving my account, but who knows. And the last thing I want to talk about, in regards of the whole thing with me in rant videos, because that was a thing for me for a while. Me ranting about the Genshin community, or just ranting anything in particular that was going on with the Genshin community in some shape or form. And for the most part, there've been a lot of things I didn't want to talk about and I did want to rant about for the most part, but I just said, nah, screw it, because it is not worth really talking about. It's not really worth really diving into too much about. And, even now, there probably some stuff I could talk about in regards of it, but I decided for the benefit of my, sanity and and not to, make this channel into like a mixture of me putting out abyssal content, me putting out abyss videos and whatnot in the midst of me talking about drama and nonsense like some YouTube channels tend to do. I'm just going to not make any more rant videos from this point forward. Because at the end of the day, it really make no sense for me to do it. It really make no sense for me to rant about something that in the end of the day, it's a matter of whether you like something or you don't like something. It's a matter of whether if it's really that big of a deal or if it really is not big of a deal to some people. And for me, it got to the point with me where I feel like it's more of a chore to rant about these things than actually trying to put in kind of rhyme or reason to have a reason to rant about these kind of things. Because, in the end of the day, that's why you have your drama videos. That's why you have the doom and gloom posters of people talking about this, that, and the other about Genshin. And in the end of the day, do one person who has double-digit subscribers and whatnot, do one person's opinion really matter in the grand scheme of things? Not really. Not really. But then at the same time, I can also look at it and think, do people like, TechCon and everybody else, do their opinion really matter in this grand scheme of things? Again, not really. Because while they have their echo chamber of people that will agree on everything they might say, if you look at how the game been over the years and how the game is going for it now, especially when you see the reports about that they surpassed 300 million players, or how like 8 million people have already finished the non-cry prelude, and among everything else. Like, in the end of the day, it's a matter of, do you pay attention to what people on the internet say, people that have gripe with Genshin anyway, or would you rather just listen to your own opinion, listen to how you've been with the game and whatnot, and then go from there? Like, that's really what it boils down to in the end of the day. So honestly, if that is indeed the case, is there a reason for me to rant about anything involving Genshin? Not really. Honestly, not really. So so like I said, I'm not going to waste my time talking too much about content creators or the community for the most part, because in the end of the day, they're not CM Punk. They're not speaking for the voice of the voiceless. They're not speaking for someone like me who still, in fact, enjoyed the game. Again, is the game perfect? No. I like to think the people who played this game will say that this game ain't perfect and that it does have things that it could fix. But, when you get to the point where you have some people trying to judge you because you like the game, because you play the game, because you love the game, again, at that point, it's a never-ending battle, and it's an uphill battle arguing with people like that. So, if that's indeed the case, is there any reason for me to make any kind of rant videos dealing with those kind of people and talking about those kind of people? No, because they're not. They should be living rent-free in my head. Just as much that some of them that do make those videos or do make these kind of posts the game itself should live rent free in their head if they apparently believe that other games are better than it. But again, when something's so popular and still remain popular and still making, moves and staying popular, it's easy to get hated on in the end of the day. Look at One Piece. Look at the WWE to a degree. And while I know a lot of people genuinely just don't dislike the WWE, I mean, again, there's a reason why they're still making money. There's a reason why they're still around after all these years, and not just coincidence. So, I'm just saying. So, with all that being said, that's pretty much it. That more or less it. So, what did we cover here? So first, I don't have a laptop and PC. So if the music and stuff seem repetitive, or say the stickers I put up seem like they're not up to date and all that, don't worry about it. Hopefully it will be resolved by September. Hopefully, if not, then that either because I decided not to buy a PC and just say screw it, or because because I suck and I had to wait longer to try to get a PC. It's one or the other. But yeah, so that's the first thing. Second thing, the whole thing with this thing onslaught thing. Again, as I said, if I can manage to think of some teams and actually get through without losing my mind and everything, then I'll do that. But again, and I wholeheartedly admit, it's mostly a skill issue on my part than me disliking the end game mode. So, just want to throw that out there. If I put out no video or I put out some videos about it, then, good. If not, then, again, sorry in advance. But, again, I don't expect me to make, like, 5 or so videos of it. Like, I'm good at the game. I'm just not that good. The third thing, like I said about the music thing. Again, I'm going to do more of it because I enjoy it. I absolutely love Genshin's music. I just wanted to point out the fact that as far as me trying to do pro and legendary again, I don't have a keyboard and I'm not that good. I don't think I can put my controller down and pretend like it's a piano to play to play that mode, especially trying to get perfect on every single note. So, if I do get it, cool. If I don't, as long as I don't miss a note, then we good. So, there's that. Fourth thing, the whole account showcase. Again, I will try to do that before 5.8 ends and before we get to non-cry. I just want to be sure I wrap up everything in admin before I actually go to make that video. So, if it takes me a bit, maybe it takes me to the second phase of this patch. Maybe it'll probably be somewhere in the second phase and the second of this update. So, again, keep a lookout for that. And the last thing, as I said, I'm not gonna be making more rant videos involving the Genshin community or even the complaining when it comes to Genshin. I'm not going to be making more rant videos in regards of it because, as I said, there's no point in it. I'm sure y'all didn't came to my channel to listen to me blabble about it. Y'all more or less came to my channel to see, the Abyss showcase, to see me play, the Abyss, or me playing something related to Genshin, whether that the TCG thing, the music thing, maybe Dungeon Onslaught, stuff like that. I'm sure you're more interested in seeing that than me sitting here making a 20-minute video of me ranting about something that, in the end of the day, as I said, does it change anything? No. Is it going to make people see things differently? No. Am I going to, make people eyes open when I go out my way to rant about something? No. Because again, it's more of a case that I will be ranting, talking about the delusion of the things being said over, someone talking about their own ill feelings about it. Because if it's own ill feelings about it, then there's no reason for me to rant about it. But if it's something that is of the delusional kind of mindset, then again, it's no point in me ranting about it because that's always been the thing when it comes to the Genshin community anyway. So really, there's no point really talking about it. So, with all that being said, those are the 5 things we need to talk about, and those are things, you guys, I don't know, moving forward. So, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. And I also want to say thank you for sticking around, especially the new subscribers that happen to subscribe to this channel. You know, hey guys, you know, hope you're doing good. I don't know if you're guy or female, but hey, you know, you're a really attractive person. Hope you guys stick around and be ready for some more Abyss content. We're almost done with this specific version of Abyss. We got like 6 more days before it updates, so there's that whole thing. I don't think anything else, so I'm not gonna ramble for too much longer. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for still being here, liking, viewing the videos. Some of y'all that have subscribed, thank you for that as well. And I'll catch you all on the next one. I hope you all have I kind of effed up my own outro, because I normally say that at the end while saying what I'm getting ready to say before that. So I hope you all have a lovely morning, a cool afternoon, and a safe and decent evening. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.